Hello everyone, welcome to Lost Temple for Game 2 of DeadZone, spawning as the Blue Zerg at the top. And, ooh, looks like Sicmonkey is not crying anymore because he is Protoss, or maybe he is continuing to cry as he is Protoss. Who knows? Last game we saw him random Terran and say that he can't play it, and now DeadZone saying fast mutas and just messing around a little bit, but Sicmonkey randoming Protoss instead of Terran this time, so apparently there's a little bit of discussion before. Ooh, big mistake by Sicmonkey pulling all the probes off the line to get his 9 pylon at his choke. No, it looks like we might see a Forge Fast expand from Sicmonkey, as this is Lost Temple and that is quite powerful as a Protoss player. We do see that DeadZone, dead set on doing the extractor trick. Going to be getting his Overlord and a couple of drones quite soon. A few drones, actually, 3. He is quickly up to 14 supply, as his opponent is just at 10, with an 11th one on the way, and a 12th one on the way. But we do see they are knotted up at Harvesters. Now DeadZone taking a little bit of a lead, income-wise and harvester-wise. And we do have a Forge down for Sicmonkey, so that Forge Fast Expand, not just a misnomer. Unfortunately, it is scouted by DeadZone quite quickly. So we'll see if he has the Conjolius to Baneling bust it, or if he goes with those mutas to circumvent the defense that Sicmonkey is setting up. Now, this is the weak point of this wall right here, and that would be the point I would love to hit as a Zerg player. And can this drone get out? Looks like he is just making sure. Yes, he can. Making sure of the composition of the wall. Looks like he's going to be scouting this probe, or following this probe, maybe to do a little bit of damage. First assimilator before his gateway morphs in. We might see some. Hopefully, we'll see an expansion, because that's kind of typically what you'd expect. We do have a cannon going up at a unique place. Usually you see it a little bit more centered, but definitely wants to limit the amount of damage one run by can do. Looks like the probe has regened all of its shields on its way to DeadZone's base, and DeadZone getting his expansion up reasonably early. No speed quite yet, and we do have a queen on the way, so we might be seeing those fast mutas. We do have a pylon going up in the base. This drone is continuing just to check out Sicmonkey's base, and I think that's just great. When he can keep a scout alive, it is spectacular. We do have the pylon finishing in 250. DeadZone saying, "Whoops!" I'm not sure what the whoops was about. Hopefully he didn't supply block himself or cancel a queen or do something like that. But and losing a little bit of focus as the drone moves in a little bit to attack, and gets warded away by probably a few probes. Now a second cannon going down. This zealot is holding position. That's one thing that you have to know you do, because if you don't do it, you could be in a lot of trouble. Unfortunately, all these structures here are only supported by one pylon, and that is extraordinarily dangerous. The drone keeping itself alive, making the rounds, as DeadZone is getting that fast layer. Still only off 1 gas, not really populating this expansion too much. Doesn't have it hotkeyed. He has his hatchery layer thing upgrade, or hotkeyed. Double gas for Sicmonkey, and now finally we see that expansion coming down. 2 zealots on the field, and this is taking an interesting turn. We do see that 2 probes are now following DeadZone's probes, or DeadZone's drone rather, and that is very interesting in and of itself. Pulling 2 workers off the line is extraordinary. We might see that Sicmonkey takes another drone off to maybe block that, but we don't. In fact, we do have a photon cannon going in the back. One gets pulled off to make his cyber core. Still 2 zealots out of that gateway, 2 cannons out of that forge. Actually 3 if you want to be exact, but more cannons coming into play. We do have the Spire on the way, so this is actually going to work out in Sicmonkey's favor a little bit. He's spending that 450 minerals, but unfortunately DeadZone not in a position to really bust down the wall. He can expand at will though, and I fully expect that to happen in the near future. He is full on, look at how many larvae he has. He's saving up a ton. Unfortunately he's off of only 2 gas, maybe 3 gas as his extractor has finished. And more, there we go. We do have 14 Zerglings being made right now. If he had a Baneling nest, I would just give it to him right now, because just unpowering these cannons will absolutely destroy Sicmonkey. I don't care if he has 3 cannons here or not. Taking away all unit producing structures is game ending. Because then you can just work on them as you chew through the zealots as well. So that would be extraordinary. We do have 1 Zergling heading out to this watchtower. Hopefully he sends out another one. Yes, indeed, we do see another one going out as well. Still off of 3 gas. We do have 4 mutas in production and a bunch of speedlings lying in wait, but unfortunately all they'll find is death. Now, good positioning of this Overlord, seeing what his dead scout cannot, and that is the expansion up and running, the position of these different units for Sicmonkey. And out of that Robo Bay, we do see an Observer being chrono boosted out to see what his opponent is up to. As we follow the rally point, we'll most likely see it in DeadZone's base. In fact, right on his hatchery. So, very smart play by Sicmonkey. 4 mutas out, 4 in production, as well as a gas. He could really stand to expand at least one more time. Can DeadZone get away with it? Because his opponent has exactly... Oh, more cannons. Oh, more cannons. Oh, more cannons. Banelings, please. That would be extraordinary. I love doing Baneling busts to Protoss now. I found that it's extraordinarily useful because of the fact that you can overpower their gateways and whatnot, blow up zealots, mercilessly, then get a surround on the stalkers. And looks like these stalkers, rather, are just kind of having fun. The zealot not moving because he is holding position, but we do have a group of, looks like 9, 10 Mutalisks going to be walking straight into Photon Cannon Heaven, and leaving your front door open. These mutas are going to come here to see a very, very unfavorable sight. Look at all these cannon. And now these destructible rocks are going down. The Observer does see it. Unfortunately, DeadZone has no Overseer. And now the 2 cannons going to do a lot of damage as I keep missing this muta. Look at that. Oh, I misspoke. In another game, apparently mutas have 120. I thought they had 100. But, wow. That's sad that I didn't know how much HP a muta had. But DeadZone getting his 3rd, could get his 4th, get his 5th, his 6th, and his 7th before his opponent can realize it. Unfortunately, even though he's 30 down in supply, Sicmonkey in a fairly comfortable position. At least he was until these mutas came in, sniped one of the cannon. I'm not sure if Sicmonkey got the cancel off or not, but he's sitting with a lot of minerals and going to continue to just absolutely bow to the presence of the Mutalisks and make a ton of cannon in his base. And that is kind of sad for him. He's spending way too much than he can afford, letting his opponent grab a 3rd base. He's got to be a little bit more aggressive here. DeadZone sparsely populating the ground with creep. 2 zealots moving out to hold position, hopefully. And they're stopped. So a nice pool from Zerglings could have their numbers absolutely destroyed by these 4 cannon, but that's alright. A lot of Stalker, very Stalker heavy. We could see Ultras being very effective if they can get up to the Stalkers. It's really funny that Ultras absolutely destroy Stalkers, but it's true. But 3 base now for DeadZone. Looks like he's sending all of 3 drones, 8 drones, all the way over to the gold to give him a much-needed income boost. We do see that he is Hotkeying all 3 of his hatcheries, very smart. Want to keep your production on your little finger. It looks like you do have a 5th and 6th gateway. No, 5th. And a Robo-Bay and a Stargate and a Twilight Council. Sicmonkey is just getting everything the Protoss tech tree has to offer. 2nd Stargate. This pylon again, only thing producing, or powering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7 buildings, and that's very bad. We do have a bunch of Mutalisks standing right outside of the range of these stalkers. They can't see him quite yet, but we do know it's coming. Blink being researched now from the Twilight Council. Full chrono boost on this Nexus, full chrono boost on that Nexus, full chrono boost on all Nexi. Nexi? I don't know. But we do have the Stargate finally warping in. Will we see Phoenix to counter the Mutas? Yes, we will. Second one coming in. Do we see a Phoenix to counter the Mutas? Maybe we will. More Stalkers being put into play. Still no upgrades from the Forge that was built expressly for the purpose of securing the expansion, giving him a great income boost. Looks like we do have a Warp Prism out. Going to be moving over to the island expansion most likely. No, he is moving over to the other side with nothing in it. And it looks like he is going all the way up to this island. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything in it. So it looks like we're just going to have a 6 warp prism drop thing. But some chrono boost going down to warp in a few more Phoenix. And DeadZone sitting on 136 supply. Getting an Ultra Cavern. His hive has finished. That is not nice for Sicmonkey, as Ultras do a lot of damage to Protoss forces. And with only 2 Zealots on the field and no Immortals, not good. And I think that he can't even produce Immortals because they have nowhere to go. They'll get stuck right there. The Warp Prism, of course,